Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
There is an African adage that says the drum that calls the spirit cannot be beaten by every hand. Yes, so the drum that calls the spirit cannot be beaten by every hand. Now, we got another report that Ooni of Ife has pleaded with Olori Naomi. This may be a plot against us again. Don't let them bring us down this time. Ooni, rumored to have begged Queen Naomi to accompany him to the sacred forest after a ritual failed without her presence. Wahala deo chai. Now, I don't know if you are aware of the fact that Naomi cannot be seen as the wife of the Ooni of Ife officially until certain rituals are completed. And these rituals are very expensive. This would be the first time that Kabiyesi or any king would set out so much money to do rituals in the history of Ile Ife. Now, as God will have it, Kabiyesi has a lot of money. This is not a big deal to him. As far as he's concerned, he just wants his wife back, officially. Now, they say the reason why, they don't address Naomi as the wife to the Ooni of Ife, and the reason why they cannot call her Naomi Ogun, see, like officially, okay? You remember that document that was posted when she was in detention? She was addressed as Miss Naomi Ogun Sheyi. If I am not mistaken, I think that was what was there. I stand to be corrected. Ogun Sheyi seems to be their normal name, okay? Their family name. They said it is because she was the one who moved her things out of her matrimonial home. And she did not just move, she went and wrote all those things on Instagram. Yoruba people felt insulted. And this is not something that has to do with the Ooni of Ife alone. It has to do with the entire Yoruba people. And so the elders in council, Odua council, all of those people, they already know that Naomi left and she announced it by herself disrespectfully on social media. Right now, people are not talking about what made her to make that decision. They are talking about the reason why she cannot be addressed as the wife of the Ooni of Ife. So for that to happen, which is what the monarch himself wants, there are certain rituals that must be done, that must be carried out. And one of those rituals would be that cleansing ritual. Now, the cleansing ritual is supposed to happen inside the palace. So all of a sudden, they say from nowhere, they are demanding that the ritual will happen in the sacred forest of Odua. Now, I do know that when people say the sacred forest of Odua, people are seeing one dense forest where there are lions and all of that and all of that. No, it is a position that was reserved for, the gods, the deities of the Yoruba people. Though is the sacred forest is a forest, but of course, people go there. Like the Ooni of Ife goes there. They said he goes there like 2 times a year. People go there to look at some of those monuments. If you hear, they will tell you that Ile Ife has like 301 deity, but 200 has been turned into monument for tourist attraction, and 101 is the deities that are left and they are being celebrated on daily basis. And the one living deity is the Ooni of Ife himself, with great respect, Arole Oduduwa. So as we are hearing now, if visitors will come and they want to really go into the history of Yoruba people, they go to that sacred forest. And so right now, this ritual, they say, is supposed to happen in the sacred forest. Before now, when they started it, Kabiyesi was very upset. Kabiyesi said no. Because even Paropo started also saying that they were doing that deliberately because they don't want Naomi to go, because they know Naomi will not want to go there. That was what they were saying. And in case for those who will come now and say, Kabiyesi has started, he should protect Olori Naomi, they said he never wanted it to happen inside the forest. But they say they have actually gone to go and do it without Olori Naomi, and the gods have rejected it. They want Naomi's presence. Naomi needs to be there. And they said that is the reason why Ooni of Ife has come now to beg Olori Naomi not to let them, ruin everything again, because they said Ooni of Ife said to Olori Naomi that he is very, very sure that this is a deliberate attempt to start new crisis, because they do know in their mind, they know Naomi, and they know Naomi will not go there. And that is the reason why they are insisting that that ritual will happen inside the forest. So they said Kabiyesi is begging Naomi that Naomi should go with him. That Naomi will be well protected, and Naomi will not have to do what she doesn't have to do. But me, I'm saying what she doesn't have to do might just be to go there. If she does not want to go there and they want to do everything for her to go there, then that is a problem. Maybe Kabiyesi should do more, but a lot of people are saying it's her husband. She should go, because they said from the very beginning when Olori Naomi agreed to marry the Ooni of Ife, Naomi is supposed to know that these things will happen. And because it is something she has signed, she needs to go. They said from the very beginning, Kabiyesi did not agree. That Kabiyesi picked some other person to represent Naomi this time. But all the rituals that were done were rejected. But as God will have it, most of the items that were bought for the ritual are still there in the storehouse. They don't need to go back and start buying them again. They just need to fix a date where they can go with Olori Naomi, because they said nobody can do it for her. She was the one who went out on Instagram. She was the one who said all the things she said. And she is the one person alone that needs to be there for the ritual to be done and completed, that she needs to go. And they said that is the reason why Ooni of Ife is begging her to forget about everything and go, so that if this is a ploy to cause new problems between him and Naomi, because as long as that ritual is not done, as long as the ritual is not completed, they will still not see Naomi as his wife. They'll continue to call her names that will make her angry. They'll continue to tell her stuff about Ogunsino being her husband. They will continue like this thing that happened. If she was under that umbrella that Ooni is the same umbrella that they said the monarch has been talking about. I want you back under my umbrella, because there are so many things like, number one, making her to compulsorily stay in Agodi prison. This is not to say anybody's above the law of Nigeria, but if she was still under the umbrella, like traditionally, these are traditional people. You cannot twist it. If she was still under the umbrella of the Ooni of Ife, that thing that happened would never, ever have happened. So as long as she remains outside that umbrella, that protection of the Ooni of Ife, the women who are under the protection of the Ooni of Ife remains more protected physically from physical abuse and otherwise more than Olori Naomi. And Kabiyesi is saying, please and please, let us go and do what we need to do and, get these people off our back. That is what we are hearing. Do not forget that the following content is, based on rumor and speculation found online, has not been verified and may not be factual. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks.